Hi, my name is Savette, and who doesn't know me or didn't watch my previous videos, I just want to say a quick, short background of me. Basically, I've been waking like 7 years ago, December 2019, with this cosmic being called Oksava from Orion, and particularly Orion Belt has got 3 stars, and the third one from Muntaka. So she's from Muntaka, so she's Muntakan, from the Orion being, and let me know that I am from Orion and Muntaka too. I'm from her blood lineage, and of course this has happened 7 years ago, and then I was absolutely happy about it, and at the same time shocked, but it wasn't came too much shock because I knew, as I was researching and studying in quantum physics, and also I am doing a master's in neuroscience, I do understand, and a question all the time why we were here and why we came through the family that we are in rather than next door neighbor family or in other families. Why specifically that family that I'm in? And also, this being, I can see it clearly when I close my eyes, always there, but not, it's a benevolent, beautiful, and divine being, very intelligent, and it's between us 1 million light years intelligence, Earth years intelligence, that the differences between us, the humanity, and it's asking me to channel in a lot of information to humanity. As I was to say this as well, I've been in your place. I've been, as I said, since we're awakening, I've done so many work on myself, going through the trauma from the relationships, from the family, and and name it, from the career, the workplaces, and I was questioned anyway, that why I was so authentic, and I wasn't really fitting, in a sense that the earth, and it made all sense, that why I'm here. So it's another thing, that the reason that I'm here, that help humanity to evolve and grow, and for the next phase that we're gonna have. And also, if you haven't watched my videos, previous videos, please do watch. 2027, next year, we will start having visible contacts with cosmic beings. We are a cosmic being. As a human, we are in the planet, we are in the space, so it makes us multi-dimensional cosmic being. Lot of channelers, they do like Darlanka, Basha, some other channelers, they're talking about, they are from actually different cosmic beings like Arcturians and Pleiadians and Sirius, Andromedan, and those under Orion, these 5 star seeds and 5 stars in galactic team, they are benevolent cosmic beings that always want to help the human to evolve, and also they were in the creation of Homo sapiens sapien, us. Apparently I was a scientist, and I was too, to help in the creation of humanity, and also that's the reason that I came to this time, this lifetime, this timeline, to help us, help humanity to grow the next level and evolve the next level civilization, which will be living among with and seeing living among with other cosmic beings. But as well as we've got benevolent cosmic being groups, we have malevolent, who does not like humanity and who wants to control humanity, who wants to manipulate humanity, who wants to keep and deem light humanity down, suppressing and oppressing it, which is the group is reptilians, draconians, and also Nordic beings and archons. These four group, they do not like human, and they are actually living and calling themselves and shape-shifting in this earth right now among with us. And when we see so many crookedness of, within the humanity, and we are wondering about how come, the human, as a human race can get, or, if you're talking about one particular person, can be that bad, in terms of torturers and pedophiles, you can name off. And I will explain why that is happening. But also we have to remember, as they say, free will, but of course we got choices. I got choices to be killed. I can kill, everyone can. But the thing is, your consciousness, your being, you are choosing either ways, good or bad. Like lots of religions say having hell and heaven, it's not that. This is actually, without any religion, as your goodness, your inner being, are you choosing within this duality being good? So why is duality? Why have we got these two main cosmic beings? They're also having a galactic wars. We had the galactic wars in Mars. We had the galactic wars in Orion, Mintaka, Vega, so many wars. But the thing is though, as even they are intelligent, they have to choose being benevolent or malevolent, same as us human, because that's why that give us the duality. Do they have civilizations up there that I know of? They got no duality whatsoever. Majority it is, there's no duality. But when it comes to this group, there are some groups, which is this malevolent group, that they cosmic beings, that they consciously choose to be using intelligence in a bad way. So I want to say a lot of things that I've been channeling, and also remember my past life. I was a biogenetic scientist, and I create matriarchal site in Vega, and so many things that I learned. Please do go have readings for galactic Akasha readings. Find out your past life. I'm going to say this to you. I would never knew what, like I was sleeping. I never knew what my past lives are, and I was all questioning, why am I here? Why this family? Why this, this type of earth, and why this type of people? Why is so many tortures and war going on still? How can it be possibly everyone using the money to control, to manipulate? But we have to understand this. We need to. This is a war, this is definitely war. Within the cosmic being, invisible, but now it's coming to surface. And I want to do that. I want to put my effort to do that, to let you know that what's happening and why we are here. And that's my passion really. So you go through the journey that I've been going through, so you can actually learn from me, in a sense, to use my knowledge and tools, that you can actually grow, evolve, and understand the earth and energy, how it works, universal laws, and why we are here. I've been channeling that benevolent group of, I need to look at my notes as well, so I don't want to lose the points. Benevolent group of, channeling the benevolent group of cosmic beings that they have created human beings with intelligent, with psychic powers, with telepathy, with telepathy, what other, I'm trying to, telekinesis, and, you know, remote reviewing, you can think of. And also they create a matrix to help humanity evolve, but in such a way that we don't, you know, it wasn't the reason that, you know, it's a simulation program, okay? It is simulation program. The earth is a simulation program, but the thing is, it never meant to be. We slept through our subconscious, you know, all these skills, the abilities that humanity have. We've been given by this benevolent group all the skills to use. But what happens is, malevolent group, this Anunnakis and Nordics and Archons, and they manipulate the matrix, so we keep coming up and we cannot remember our past lives. We are in this loop, keep coming up and do wrongs, and, you know, or repeating the same thing over again. This karmic loop creates the negative energy, and it feeds them in a sense. And this matrix is being charged by, you know, taking out from this benevolent group. They are still, you know, doing this kind of in control. But I'm going to tell you that benevolent group, they got different strategy they came up with later on. But this karmic loop system, it's overwritten by the benevolent group by waking you guys up, us, to know what we are doing on earth and what's the system that we are in, what's the simulation group, it's, you know, what's the aim of it, real aim. You know, they create us, but they want us to civilize to be able to be with them, full stop. But in the past, did we be with them? Yes, I did explain on the previous videos. We've been with them Babylonian time and Atlantis time, but these malevolent beings, reptilians and Anunnakis, they always kept us, you know, our DNA. They take the, you know, all the skills away from us, putting us asleep basically. And also they control in a different way, the politics, the money and manipulation. I mean, so much work going on now. It's all involving is money, all involvement to controlling the humans to be able to do war. So we don't actually look up ourselves, in ourselves, saying, what's our abilities? Why we are here? We need to wake up. We are in the war. We are in cosmic war in Earth, this simulation matrix system. And if you don't want to be in this karmic loop, deal with all your karmics. How I'm going to say that? Listen, there are near-death experiences, okay? I just don't want to be dragged through, sorry, from the point that I'm making. Sorry, also, why we, you know, Homo sapiens sapiens, it was a massive proof that a Homo sapiens sapien real our scalp, the forces they find it, our brain and scalp is huge. It's bigger than what we have. So we had all the abilities that we had the brain to keep it. So that's before modifying our brain, our abilities, our DNA by reptilian. So why we call it reptilian brain? And why are we saying that we are in fight and flight mode, or mode, you know, in terms of a state, which is called beta state. But why? If you hold back and you don't react, no one, just listen your inner every day, and you focus, not your negativity, what's going around and what media give us and all that. They're controlled by reptilians, by these beings. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's real. We need to wake up to it. And for our new generation to be able to, new human race, to be able to happy, to be able to grow and use our real abilities, we need to have to wake up. So why is reptilian brain structure? Because when we have the Homo sapien brain, our frontal lobe, it was more bigger, which is all the function of the brain is on the front. It's our application process. And the projections, thoughts and everything else in the middle, which is right in between our nose and the back of our I call it little brainstem, I think it's called, is in the middle. So the pineal gland, the hippocampus, all keeping our and all the projection happens between universe and frequencies we receive and so on and so forth. So all the abilities that we had, they managed to modify it with the reptilian brain. So it's obvious, that the brain structures have been changed. So, however, those are the topics that you can go on and search about it. So I'm just giving you, glance of it as well. So there are lots of near-death experiences, research has been done. There is a beautiful YouTube channel called by Jeff Maya, M-A-Y-A, near-death experiences, that he is actually in a podcast with the people who had 1 hour or 10 minutes, their heart stop. And when they heart stop, when they go into places, they're going to see these light tunnels. It's always the same thing. So each of them, they're experiencing the same thing. But when they go into this tunnel, they're shoving this their life with the flash, and shoving what they done wrong, what have you. And they said, you can do better. They push back those souls who actually, practically, they are dead, push them to go back to earth and do the karmic loop again, so they can actually have their energy. And there is this system charged by this monstrous Archonian cosmic being called the Merge. And Buddha talks about it. Tibetan monks talks about it. There is this 7, 8 karmic loop. They're talking about this karmic loop. Have you actually, they're telling how to get away, not to coming back to earth and do this karmic loop. Actually, they are, they're talking about it how as well. I mean, this particularly, Dolores Cannon talks about it too on her books. But particularly the person Isabel Green exit the reincarnation cycle. Exit the reincarnation cycle. Isabel Green, she talks about it as well, because herself, her heart stop, basically, she had the near-death experiences herself. She had all these experiences. So please do look at it. And those like Dr. Robert Gilbert, who studies sacred geometry, also Gnostic teachings, talking about it, this karmic loop. So what is the point of coming up and doing this, having the life and trying to, you think that you're going to correct it, what you actually experienced, and come up in the karmic loop. But the thing is, you don't know your past life. You can't remember your past life, what you done wrong. How can you correct it? Also, how can you have, just imagine this, if this is a a simulation program to teach us, how come teach us to learn, or grow, how come we come up here and having the pain and sorrow and torture? How come? Intelligence won't do that. I'm giving you an example. Say the child 2 years old doesn't know what the stove is dangerous and hot, right? If you put your hands on a burn, do you actually get your child put her hands or his hands onto the stove and burn it to teach it, that stove is hot and experience that pain? Or do you actually bypass that and show it like intelligent way, one way or another, the stove is really hot and dangerous? So, yes, we should have certain experiences, but not this much pain and sorrow that we go through. This is not right, and you guys need to be wake up to understand we are in the cosmic war between the benevolent and malevolent groups. And also, we came here, take the part of this group and realizing it to help to grow and take this civilization, human race civilization, to next step, evolution. So I was going to also say that benevolent cosmic beings from galactic team, there are a galactic team going by the universal law. And how come, I'm going to say this, how come all these manifestations and, what is the quantum entanglement, and just think about it. How come it's now? How come it came up now, right? How come it's all that, our abilities, our psychic abilities, we're trying to find out, or our skills and abilities further. How come it's now? How come it's so speed up? How come we believe in all that as well that we did in the past? We had the same abilities, we had the same perception. So also I was going to say that I'm in touch with the galactic team, with this beautiful benevolent being, which myself, I came to this earth to do, which is I'm a starseed. They want to get rid of this karmic loop system, matrix system. That's why we need to be out of this program, old simulations that they actually, benevolent group that they came up with, and the malevolent group they came up with. Benevolent group, I would say good or bad, but I don't want to really. It's a bit, sounds not great. So benevolent cosmic beings come up with a plan, splitting the earth between 3D and 5D, who are ready to wake and question the system we are in, why we are here, and what's our soul journey. They try to go inner to find out themselves. That's going to be in the 5D. And the 3D is going to be pulled by manipulation, control, crookedness, name it, with the malevolent group. And they're going to have their own earth. And it will be probably going to different galaxies. It's falling apart like repeatedly and speedily. So basically, I've been waking to my soul journey to came to earth to make this split smoothly and waken as much souls as I can. Starseed, hybrid, humanoids. We have so many hybrids. As I explained in my previous videos, please watch it. Hybrid is that a human and their DNA between human and the cosmic beings. You can have a Arthurian hybrid, you can have Series hybrid or Orion hybrid. Humanoids purely two human, DNA together. And also the starseed, it's pure from, and these either two different cosmic beings. Purely their DNA, it's not human. So so I actually studied the hypnotherapy as well, trying to find out, I wanted to see Edward Casey's, very scientific teachings, Joe Dispenza's, how our brain works, what it does, what's the subconscious mind, what it does, how it keeps all these skills, in terms of our abilities, and we need to, you need to question also why we need to sleep, where we go when we sleep, astral projections, we are basically teleporting, not physically, but mentally. So, lucid dreams we have, you think about it, please do research your own to find out. And as I mentioned, the Akashic readings, the galactic or normal one, the Akasha readings, basically a record of readings like digital, like a cloud, are past lives, who you are and where you were doing and which planet and so on and so forth is recorded by Matrix, by these beautiful benevolent beings. So you can actually access it and find out who you really are and why you came to this earth to, and what should, to heal your traumas, for you to be able to go further. You need to deal with your traumas, and as well as that, you got to look around and wake up, and who are not authentic, who are not helping you to grow around your surrounding. As just Joe Dispenza says, you can't make changes in your old self, your old environment. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to make some changes to be able to go further for your own, identity, for your own soul journey. Also, I will explain we need to find out, it's really important. Your passion needs to be, even what in the earth, what you really, we have to help each other. That's what I'm trying to say. That's simple as this. How can we have still starvation going on? How we can be starved as a human being anywhere in the world, right? How can we kill one another? How can we kill animals? It's torturous. I mean, watching this and hearing this, as we are intelligent and intellect beings. How can we allow this to be happening? How can we be manipulated? How can we have the competitions? Why we compete one another? You have to compete your own, in terms of your skills, like, trying to make the best out of whatever your, area is that you want to go on, right? Maths or science or what have you, or singing or art. But why you want to compete with another person also, that's just kind of a war, if you know what I mean. We're born to be love one another. We're born to be cooperate one another. We need to change this earth. It can't go on. That's why I think also just look up pyramids. Look up all Atlantis, If you look up last civilization what left out to us, it's obvious that they were intelligence, cosmic beings, live with us, but they had the war. They had the war. And we were intelligent. We weren't caveman. That's rubbish. So they are these malevolent beings. They are actually closing up all the UFO signs, you know, like all the sites and signs and all the intelligence artifact that they left for us to pick up the pieces and wake up. These beings, Anunnakis, Archons, Draconians, Nordics, they're actually hybrid the humans, and they are keeping the control, all of that, and using the religion, the culture, deem our light, deem our intelligent. Please wake up, humanity. And I am asking, and you know, I am really hoping we wake up, and you know, I wake you up, you wake other people up to come up the conclusion saying that there are cosmic beings living with us. Look up the Antarctic, look up the Area 51, look up all the intelligence within us, and Project CERN, CERN, why that's creating it, what's all about it. Please do your research. And they're creating a different dimension to do what? To run away? So I will explain this in my follow-up video, not follow-up, but you know, and I will say I'll be in the war. That's going to be the video. Next video is going to be, and there are lots of projects going on at the moment, and it's private and backed up by lots of countries. And I want to say this: we are one race, which is human race, and we are very intelligent, but we've been kept so long in the dark. Time to wake up. Time to shine our light, find the truth. But also there are loads of things going on that there's contradictory. They're shoving very intelligent way and hiding the truth. And so we get so much confused with AI saying which one is the truth, which one is not. So they are one step ahead of us, trying to block our way. And these beautiful benevolent cosmic groups, please get in touch with your starseed, with your inner. If you close your eyes, and I'm not talking about the typical meditation, put some beautiful calm music on, close your eyes and ask the questions: why am I here, and what is my soul journey? You will know, and you will connect with right beings in the universe, with your starseed family. Please do that. And I really want to see humanity to grow and living in peace, balance, harmony in life. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next video.